day, sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space, till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. What a grass smell green and the air feels sane. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain. Used to chase things that were run from me. Now I sit still, let the peace come free. Paint a verse in the sky with a loose leaf. While the moon do a dance with a soft oak tree. Let it ride, let it be what it be. Got a breeze in my chest and a thought run free. I don't rush, I don't race, I just float on three. Got a vibe in my soul, got a life on key. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it roll like that. Got the world in my cup and the beat in the back. I don't stress, I don't fold, I just lean on facts. If the sun don't shine, I'ma still bounce back. I've been good, I've been gone, I've been lost in the loops. Got a hoodie and some headphones, walking with truths. Ain't no answers in the feed, just noise and flex. But I found God once in a vinyl set. Talk slow when I speak, let the moment stretch. Learn peace ain't found, it's a thing you protect. Yeah, I vibe like water, I change and shift. But the roots still deep like my grandma's grits. City move fast, but I drift like smoke. Let the rhythm in my chest be the way I cope. Wrote a song for the days that feel soft and broke. Why the healing don't shout, but it still got hope. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it be what it be. Got a breeze in my chest and a thought run free. I don't rush, I don't race, I just float on three. Got a vibe in my soul, got a life on key. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it roll like that. Got the world in my cup and the beat in the back. I don't stress, I don't fold, I just lean on facts. If the sun don't shine, I'ma still bounce back. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it be what it be. Got a breeze in my chest and a thought run free. I don't rush, I don't race, I just float on three. Got a vibe in my soul, got a life on key. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it roll like that. Got the world in my cup and the beat in the back. I don't stress, I don't fold, I just lean on facts. If the sun don't shine, I'ma still bounce back. Writing in the margins of my mind all day, sipping herbal in the morning just to feel okay. Had a dream I was water just flowing through space, till I landed on the record that my grandma would play. Talk sweet like jazz in the park after rain. What a grass smell green and the air feels sane. Put the phone on mute, let the silence explain. I don't need much, just a book in the brain. Used to chase things that were run from me. Now I sit still, let the peace come free. Paint a verse in the sky with a loose leaf. While the moon do a dance with a soft oak tree. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it be what it be. Got a breeze in my chest and a thought run free. I don't rush, I don't race, I just float on three. Got a vibe in my soul, got a life on key. Let it ride, let it breathe, let it roll like that. Got the world in my cup.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are back. We are live. Let me pull up the stream and make sure the sound's all good and stuff. Let me see. I did some stuff with my stream, so it's a little bit different. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are back. We are live. Let me pull up the stream and make sure the sound. All right, everything seems to be going good. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my brand new account, my new account challenge, MCU Champs Only. I've been thinking about starting a new account challenge for a while, and I figured now is the best time. There's not much content going on. I got it all done on my main account, so we might as well start on a new account challenge. MCU Champ Only. I will pull up the list. I don't know where it's at, actually. Oh, here it is. Here's the list of champions that I can use. It's around 150. There's around 170 champions I can't use, but there's 150 that I can. I will show this list more often, but here's kind of just like a baseline, the champions that I can use. There might be some added, might be some taken away, depending on how I'm feeling and how much I feel like they've been in the MCU and whatnot. But yes, here we are, the new account challenge. So, I already went through most of the tutorial because it was kind of boring, but let's go ahead and begin. Of course, we always got to switch the audio. Don't know why I forget to do that. But here we go. This doesn't really matter. We'll just go Black Panther because of the bleeds. But yeah, here we are. Can't wait to get going. Can't wait to begin this new account challenge. I don't quite know. Is everything looking alright on stream? Hold on, you might hear me echo a little bit. Just gonna make sure everything's looking alright. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. Both these champs are part of the MCU, so no issues now. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm ready to go, and I'm psyched. Or hyped. Super ready to go. Don't know how long I will stream today. Probably an hour and a half. We'll get through a little bit of content, but I plan to be grinding this throughout the coming weeks. Making content, and it's kind of going to be like a showcase on how to get through the early game too. Because a lot of people have been asking, but... Not having parry is kind of wild. I miss having parry. This AI is always so tough to play against. Here we go. So many intro cutscene things. So much to go through. Not having parry is kind of wild. Got some ISO. Gonna make me level up a champ. All these tutorial things. I wish there was a way to just skip it all. Go. Is the audio working to the in-game audio? I don't know if the in-game audio is working. Oh, level 2. First level up. Should be our first quest down on the new account challenge. Hopefully, Captain America's another 2-star we'll be able to use, which is nice. We do have 10 PHCs. I don't know if you still get free crystals for being or signed into Kabam. Will not be buying that. Oh, you do get a free crystal. It makes you play though. I don't want to play. I want to grab this free crystal. Okay. Oh, we get a 3-star Nexus right off the bat too. Sweet. Oh wow. Look at this, all sorts of goodies. Oh, and we get 5 3-star. Oh my gosh. Man, they really want you to have stuff. Oh my gosh. We get a 3-star Iron Man. We get a 4-star Selector for 99 cents. We'll not be buying it, but man, you just get all sorts of goodies. I'll go ahead and pop some crystals right off the bat. We might as well start it off with a little bit of a crystal opening before we even get any content done. Shall we? Pop 10, see what we get. MCU, no, MCU. Oh, wow. Almost the whole lineup was part of the MCU. That's pretty lucky. Can we pull a 4-star, though? Alright, no 4-star. But we did get a bunch of 3-star MCU champs. So, pretty good, pretty good. As of right now, the challenge, it's not going to feel that difficult. But when we get later on into the game, it is going to get way more difficult. But let's go ahead and pop the rest of these crystals. MCU and MCU. Okay, only 2 there. And we'll finish it off. Jack, Wicking, Korg. We'll grab Korg. Alright. Well, we're already starting off pretty good. We already are starting off pretty good. They gave us a ton of free crystals. I didn't realize you got that much. But we don't even have to use these 2-stars anymore. Chavez is part of the MCU. We'll put Iron Man on the team, too. Alright. Well, got a full team of 3-stars, at least. I need Perry. Once I get Perry, this will go way better. Okay. Oh, pause. It's so weird to have you do some certain stuff. I feel like it's kind of self-explanatory, but hey man, what's up? Been loving the class-specific ranking videos. Keep it up. Yes, I don't know if I'll have one out tomorrow because Coliseum comes out, and I want to make a video recapping what I do in this stream. But after tomorrow and possibly the next day, I should have them out because they've been doing really well. I was really surprised how well they've been doing. A lot of you guys have been showing insane support on those videos. I did not expect those to pop off like that. So I'm going to keep making those. And if you guys really like to see those ranked videos, I had an idea of ranking. I mean, it'll basically turn out to be every champion in the game, but it'll be each year dependent. So we'll start off with 2014, then 15, 16, 17, and go on. I think that would be fun. But yeah, the class videos have been pretty fun to make too. And I love the thumbnails. I think the thumbnails all look pretty cool because they're all different colors. But how you doing, Flying Chicken? First one in. Oh yeah, Korg's going to be nice for this because he can go unstoppable. So I don't have to worry about playing right. That'd be sick. Yeah, I thought about it. I think it'd be fun. I just don't want my channel to only be rankings because I like actually playing the game. But I mean, if people are watching them, I'm going to keep making them. Yeah, I always love watching tier lists too. Okay. I will say, Act 1 is always the most boring time. Always so boring because they give you so much free stuff at the beginning. It's such a breeze. I wish I had autoplay. I just auto fight these guys. But yeah, I want to make that tier list. I don't really have another like ranking idea. I had an idea of just making a tier list on every champ in the game, but there isn't a tier list made of that, and I don't feel like making one. So, and that'd be such a long video. So I feel like breaking it up into years and then taking like the top 3 from each year or something and ranking them amongst each respective year. So like top 3 from 2014, 15, 16, 17, and putting them in their own tier list at the end. Because I thought about doing this with the class. So after the class is done, I was going to I planned on making a video on ranking all the top 3 or maybe just all the champs in general in a tier list together to kind of see where each class ranks in the game. So I would rank Zemo against like Jean Grey or something like that. I feel like that'd be a cool video. But it's actually my first Coliseum ever. I just got back into the game at Act 4 like a 2 ago, so maybe a year or 2 ago, or maybe a month or 2 ago, I'm assuming. I've been loving it. Got 80 points on Prowler with my 6-star Okoye, and very excited for Dazzler. Yeah, Prowler was a pretty fun boss. I didn't realize Gamora was as good for Prowler too. A rank 1 unleveled Gamora 7-star, which is basically just a rank 3 6-star Gamora, or even a maxed out 5-star, which is kind of pushing it. You could get like 10 health bars down, which is crazy. Yeah, I figured a month or 2 ago was what you meant. But yeah, Gamora was sick. Okoye was good. There was a lot of good options for that. It was a really good boss because it brought a lot of people into Coliseum. I feel like last Coliseum there were some annoying bosses that just weren't fun to play. But if every boss is like that, where it's kind of challenging but not too hard, I think we'd be chilling. But so far, they've been cooking with the content. The content they've been releasing has been really, really fun. It's just I've got it all done, so I don't know what to stream on the main account, and I don't like BGs anymore. I don't really care to play BGs. The only reason I would ever play BGs on stream is just to have something for you guys to watch so I can talk to you guys. But yeah, I don't really care for BGs. Nothing against BGs. Like, people who like it, it's fine, but, you know.
Well, I have an appointment
Alright. What's up, Diego? What's up, my man? I didn't realize how many crystals they gave you for free at the beginning of the game. This is insane. They gave me like 11 free, or no, maybe it was 6 free 3-stars and 15 free PHCs. Yeah, and some of the best rewards in the game on Act 9 now, and not even Valiant low. So I don't get the best rewards from Coliseum, but still really helpful stuff. Yeah, and honestly, on some of the things that you don't really need to claim, I wouldn't claim them until you hit Valiant. Hitting Valiant nowadays is really easy. You just got to get, 2 rank 3s? Rank 3s are pretty easy to come by, even for lower level players. Just by completing all of Act 9. How long are you going to be live for? Probably for about an hour and a half. I don't want to keep this stream too long, because I want to go ahead and make videos for the rest of the week. I want to use that tonight, but I also wanted to get a stream out. Also, new episode of Daredevil comes out in 30 minutes, so I really want to watch that before I go to sleep. It's going to make me buy this. It's such a scam. Wow, I duped my Iron Man, though. That was pretty cool. But all throughout this week, I plan to go live, too. Tomorrow, I'll probably be live with the Coliseum, or I'll make a video on it. And then Thursday, I don't know quite yet. And then this weekend, too, I'll probably make some probably stream this. Can't wait for Coliseum. Yeah, Prowler was really fun. I can't wait for Coliseum either. The only thing about Dazzler is, though, she's kind of annoying. You, like, can't let her throw an SP2 or you're dead. If she throws an SP2, you're cooked. And the AI in Coliseum is really annoying to deal with. Sometimes it just doesn't want to throw specials and you can't really do anything about it. I had to make sure Chavez was in the MCU. I was thinking about that. Can you rate my profile champs? Yes, I could. I would say add me on this account, but I don't have a name yet. So let me get a name, and then you can probably add me on this account. Oh. No. Really? Ever since I came back to the game, my luck has been insane. Like the first 10 7-stars, I just got off X6. I already had Onslaught, Shothra, Longshot, Zola, Sinded, Sassy, Elena, Werewolf by Night. Man, that Onslaught pull, literally, you can go through the whole entire game. There's like no content where Onslaught isn't useful. So you basically just won the game. That's kind of how it was when I pulled a 6-star Kate Bishop, though. I could get through the whole entire game, no problem. I need parry so bad. Yeah, I have 2 rank 2s currently, Shothra and Onslaught, so I just need to get the match to get them to rank 3 and on Valiant. Yeah, Valiant's really easy, so I really wouldn't collect many rewards if you don't have to, because the bump from Paragon to Valiant is insane. Yeah, I'm already on Act 9 because of Onslaught. Also, Kate Bishop pulled her from Act 6 completion rewards. Just got her to max level Absolute Nuke. Yeah, on my free-to-play account, which I don't really play it too often nowadays, I kind of want to revisit it, but I don't really care for it much anymore. I don't play it much at all, but last year when I was streaming with it, I pulled a Kate Bishop and she carried me through the whole entire game. I basically got all the story content done in a week with her. I did an 8-hour stream too. It was nuts. I just streamed all day one day, just playing with Kate Bishop. Wow, 2 per tick. Great regen. Not having parry is so annoying. Well, ironically, I need to collect the rewards to get Valiant so I can get... Yeah, I get that. Paragon was probably the worst title. Sorry, the girlfriend just got off work. Okay, sorry. I'm going to be texting the girlfriend a little bit. She just got off work. She just telling me how her work was. I don't mean to be on it, but yeah, Kate is so nice. Also have Doom and Max up. Oh, wow. That's what I got. I got Doom and Kate very, very early on in my account's life cycle. I had Kate Bishop. She was like one of my first 6-stars, and Doom was like probably my 10th, I would say. So, I mean, I had him very, very early on in my account's life cycle. So, I mean, it was nuts. I would just do everything with him. Doom is one of those champs that can carry you through the whole game, too. Same with Kate, but Doom, I think, is a little bit better about it. I think Doom can carry a lot more. Just because he's kind of nuts. Kate's nuts, too, I guess. Do we have a name yet? Can we get a name? Dude. Oh, look at this bundle. They really try to squeeze money out of you at the beginning of the game. I'll go through and 100% all this too. Just because it's really good to 100% all. I think the first 3 acts at the beginning of the game, you should probably 100%. Act 4, I don't think you have to. Act 5, you don't have to anymore because Act 6 got a buff. Before Act 6 got a buff, you needed 100% Act 5. But I think 100%ing the first 3 acts of the game sets you up pretty well for the rest of the content. But like me, I don't know if I will, because I don't know. Act 1 I probably could. It's just another path. Also recently got Silk, Black Panther Civil War. Black Panther Civil War is nice, so is Silk. And got Steel Awakening Gem and got him as my first Awakened 7-star. Shuri, Jugs, the Hood, and Venom, and some misses like Moondragon, Mysterio, and the Leader. You had 3 misses and like 10 hits. I think you're good. I think you're well overdue for about a 10 stack of misses. Jugs, Anti-Venom, yeah. Jugs, Silk, Shuri, and Black Panther Civil War are nuts. I was looking at the list. I'll pull up the list when I'm done with this so you guys can see it. But I'm missing a lot of good champs. I think I have more bad champs in the MCU column than I have good champs. because like I said at the beginning of the stream, I have 150 champs I can use from, and then there's 177 I believe that I can't. So it's about half. It's about half the champs in the game I can use with this challenge. But also, right now, it's not. I'm not gonna be affected. But nah, bro. You talking about his luck? I have Nova as my only 7-star Cosmic as well, but he needs dupe. Even though I have a Tooth and Claw 1-2 gem, unless I get him duped, I'm gonna leave him. Basic Abomination is best carry. Hey, this is what this counts for. If he's my first 6-star, he's getting ranked up. I can't wait till I get to 7 stars. That's where it's gonna be fun, because I'm gonna be using champs that I've never used before. I want Daredevil. I want Daredevil at the highest rarity. I want to rank him up and use him. And like get nasty with him. So I can take him up on my main account and be good. Yeah, there's a bunch of good MCU champs, but there's also a lot of stinkers. Like there's 2 versions of Captain America that suck. Oh, I don't have Dex. Duh. Here is the list for you guys. I did it yesterday. I was just scrolling through. There might be some champions that I'm missing. Also, there are some champs that are technically in the MCU, but I tried to narrow it down to champs that you literally see and like have speaking lines and have moments. Because there's a lot of champs in the game that have been in the MCU that are champs in this game, but they were barely in the MCU or mentioned. Like Silk, she's a good option. Silk is in Spider-Man: Homecoming. I don't know, I can't remember what her name is, but she technically is the character of Silk. But she's not Silk in the MCU, you know? What's up, Ed? It's been a while, man. Hawkeye's suddenly going to be one of your best 7-star options. True. Also depends on your luck. You could end up getting non-MCU. Yeah, that's the problem. I'll shorten this down when we get to 7 stars to show my 7-star options. But yeah, here's kind of the list. I'll keep it up for a little bit longer. The gameplay's nothing special right now, so. But you guys can go through and kind of tell me who I should be hunting for. I was just kind of mindlessly doing it yesterday, just remembering if they were in the MCU or not. And please, how did I parry? What? I'm parrying now, I guess, but okay. Oh, I don't think it's a mastery anymore. Like, you auto-unlock it, I'm pretty sure. But, like, there's some absolute hits. Like, there's Kate Bishop. There's Kate Bishop in there. I'm on the line. Oh, you're back into the game? Sweet. Sweet. You have to send me some stuff online, like your account when you're done opening and stuff. Yeah, well, I can't add your name because it's special characters if that's what you put in there earlier. But once I get a name, you can add that and I'll rate your account. How about that? I can't add your name because it's special characters and it's weird to type it in-game. But yeah, I should be able to get a name here in a second. Boink. I don't know if I have Dex yet, so I'm kind of worried. Gore and Werewolf are massive hunts. Werewolf is arguably best champ on the list. Stop it. Let me look through here. Do you think Werewolf's the best champ on the list? Top row, there's a champ better than Werewolf. Let's go. Second row. Second row, there's arguably some champs better than Werewolf. Third row, there's definitely a champ better than Werewolf. I like Werewolf, but I don't think he's that good. But if I do pull him, I'd be hyped. Alright, we'll go ahead and take this off the thing. Sweet. Yeah. Bunch of bangers on the list. Okoye, Ghost, Heimdall, Starkey, Yondu, yeah. There are some goats, but like I said, there are some misses. Very big misses. I'm really worried about it with the 6 stars, because any 7-star MCU character is going to be usable, but if I get 6-star Captain America right off rip, I'm kind of going to be screwed. Okoye the best there? Yeah, she's definitely up there. She's definitely up there with the best champions. Werewolf is a huge carry, kind of like Sinister, can basically do any fight. Really? I've never really used werewolf. He's at rank 1. I remember when I first got him though, I was using him for a certain quest. I forgot what it was, but he was pretty fun. But I've never really used werewolf. Also, possibly buffed Thor Ragnarok depending on how well they treat him. Yeah, even current day Thor Ragnarok wouldn't be terrible if I pulled him as like a 6-star. He wouldn't be bad. Photon Crossbones. I want Crossbones. I'm a big Crossbones glazer. I didn't put him in the skill video because I do think he should have been in the honorable mentions. I'm a big Crossbones glazer, but I know a lot of people hate Crossbones, so I didn't want to get killed by people who hated Crossbones. Wow, he just actually did that to me. You're just well, at least you're honest. I don't have Dex unlocked. Werewolf playstyle is so annoying though if the AI doesn't block. That's a lot of new champs in the game. They're really playstyle dependent. I'm just glazing the hell out of him. He is very good. He can do a lot of fights, just like he can do Photon. Yeah, I would like to see Werewolf. If you remember, can you give me a rundown on the Karina boss? Pick the which one have you done? Have you done any of them? If you haven't done any of them, you can go back and watch my streams on them. Especially my final stream, I soloed a couple of them. I think I soloed the last one. And then there's one of them Jack can cheese. If you have Jack cheeses it. So it's such an easy fight. But I don't know which ones you have done. Because there's 3 different fights. It's basically like... I actually love how they did it. This is how they should do every boss. Instead of having different phases, just have 3 different bosses, and at the end, have a gauntlet so you can run back in and fight them. Okay, yeah, do Jack, and then basically there will be a blue timer on the side. It'll like go up, and once it hits 100, it'll be like a blue charge. There'll be a yellow timer, and once that goes down, she's gonna throw. It's gonna be like ping pong, like Bahamut. That's a really bad explanation. If you go back and watch it, or if you watch a video on it, you'll understand what I'm saying. But you basically just want to heavy into the ping pong, and she'll get a certain amount of charges. I think you do that twice or 3 times, and then you just block an SP2. The only way to do damage to her is you block her SP2, and she only gets an SP2 when she has a certain amount of pink charges on her. That is the best way I can explain it, but it sounds really stupid. So I would go into the fight, if you just want to experience it yourself, go into the fight without a champ, or with a champ that you don't care to die. Elder things to stay protected. You want to get 15 of the pink Elder charges on her. Once you get 15, she will go to SP2, and she won't go to SP1. But until you get 15, she only goes to SP1 or SP3. Strange and Sinister are good for Karina's as well. Yeah. Jean Grey's crazy. Wow. Yeah, Jean Grey's my goat. Jean Grey is like my favorite thing ever. I love Jean Grey. Jean Grey Glazer, number 1. I like that they automatically unlock parry for you. Don't use crit champs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jack's the best, or Guardian. Guardian's really good, but you don't want to use crit champs because she gets like power gain and she gets like prowess and stuff. And it's just weird. You don't want to use crit champs. She's a really easy boss though. That or the cosmic one. What is it? The mutant and science is terrible. The mutant science is not fun. If you have Serpent, you'll solo the Cosmic one. Easy. But I can. If I try to explain to you how to do the Cosmic one, you think I'm an idiot. It's hard to explain. You just gotta watch a video, but when you watch the video, you understand it. Like, I didn't get it explained to me. I just watched the video and I understood. Shocker was really great, too. I just cheesed it with Jack. Or I used Howard the Duck at one point, too, I think. My dog's over there itching his neck like an idiot. Mutant. I think it's Cosmic Skill. Yeah. I think it's Cosmic Skill. Cosmic Skill one is chill. Because you just want to use Serpent. Whatever one is Cosmic, you just use Serpent. You don't worry about the other class. Alright, we're on the final boss of Act 1. And then we'll go through and clear it. Should be a pretty easy fight. I hope I don't get wrecked here. That'd be funny, though. But Chavez should cook this. Oh, he's not even the buffed Red Skull. That's funny. Does he have auto block? He doesn't. Wow. Alright, Act 1 complete, ladies and gentlemen. First act of 9. That's crazy. Now we gotta go back and do some other paths, but... Mutant Cosmic, Mystic Skill, Science Tech. Really? I thought Mutant and Science were an option. I thought it was Mutant and Science. Mutant Science, Cosmic Skill, Mystic Tech. I thought it was Mystic Tech, Mutant Skill, or no, God. Alright, hold on. From the top. Mutant Science, Cosmic Skill, Mystic Tech. I thought that's how it was. 80% off first try. Yeah. I have a rank 4 Sigma on Serpent. Is any act after Act 3 worth exploring before completing all acts? So, I would say explore the first 3 acts. Oh, wow. Cool. Don't want that. I would say explore the first 3 acts. Just because you kind of get a feel for the game. And you get some pretty decent rewards. And then Act 4 and Act 5 you used to want to explore. But now Act 6 rewards are so good. I wouldn't explore anything till possibly Act 8, Act 9. If we're being realistic. At least when you're first clearing the game. But, of course, if you ever get stuck on something, go back and explore the previous content. I just keep taking damage on SP2. That's what you're going to... That's what you want to do. You just take a bunch of damage. It's just a bunch of block damage that you can't get around. Flying Chicken, I would say only explore Act 1, 2, and 3, and 9. Only ones... Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we will go ahead and explore. You want to explore these first 3 because of the units. You get pretty good units, and it's pretty easy. Act and 8.3, 8.4. Yeah, those are pretty easy explorers, too. I'm actually going to go ahead and upgrade this Chavez, probably. Just to make things quicker. Wherever she's at. So on Act 9, trying to get Valiant. Is Act 8 or 6 worth exploring for the rewards? Acts 8.3 and 8.4 aren't bad. We'll go ahead and rank her up, too. First rank up. We'll do the first rank up, too. Anyways, Act 8.3 or 0.4 aren't bad to explore. Everything else, eh. Need a power generator to get around at Red Skull? Let me do it. Get around what? Oh, wow, we can keep ranking her up. I'm not going to rank her up anymore. I'm not going to waste any more resources. I just want to get through this quick. Why can I not? Oh, I can. Oh, here we go. We'll go MCU only tan. MCU only tan. All right. Where are you? Diego, if you're still here, go ahead and add that. Sorry it took forever. I didn't realize I could go ahead and add it now. And then we'll start exploring. Flying Chicken just grabbed through Solo Coliseum. 8.3, 8.4 is worth it. Only take... Yeah. But yeah, if you ever get stuck on something, just go back and explore the previous content. Is what I always say. Bet. Alright, yep. Add me up. MCU only tan. Take a combo to the face. Hopefully she kills in just one combo. Almost. Even the AI here is mean. Added you. Alright. Let me finish this quest. Please remind me when I'm done with this quest, because I will forget. Alright, I got 80 points off Prowler already, so I plan on grinding Dazzler for the catch, and I should be Valiant. Sweet. Yep. Then you want to move to Elder, but Elder is really difficult. Elder is quite a jump. Valiant's pretty easy to get to nowadays. But Elder is quite a jump. My plan for this account is I would like to at least get Valiant. Elder, I don't know if I'll hit Elder on this account. I think I'm going to stop the challenge by the time I hit Valiant. Unless I'm having a lot of fun. But I mean, I don't plan to stop the challenge, but you know what I mean. I really want auto fight so I can just talk to you guys instead of playing. Wow, she hit me with a light intercept. Three crits in a row? Take that. Yeah, go ahead, Flying Chicken. Yeah, go ahead and add me. Thinking about making a free-to-play account, low-key. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to grind through the game. Which I was free-to-play for the longest time on my main account because I didn't have money to spend. But it's a lot of fun playing through the game and like really thinking about where am I going to use my resources, how am I going to rank up these champs, who am I going to rank up. Like on my whale account, my main account, I don't ever think about that. I'm in the end game, so I don't ever have to. But you know what I mean? It's super fun. It's a lot of fun. Have fun. Thanks, Sebastian. Will do. Welcome to the stream, my guy. All right, let me look at some accounts here. Added. Holy crap. Twitch drops update. Oh, yeah, you got some of those. What is this? Oh, more champions. Breck. I know Breck. Chicken. Hotshot. Alright. Let's see. We'll start off with the 33k prestige. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Oh, I don't have relics unlocked, so it won't show me relic prestige. That's funny. It's an awesome idea for a new account. Thanks, man. Thank you. Rank 5 Jean, rank 5 Cersei, and rank 5 Killmonger. Those two rank ups I've never seen. That's my GOAT, though. Is it 6200? It is. Good to hear. Good to hear. Are these both 6200? Of course. I think I'm going to take my Maestro up to rank 4 like you as well. I thought about taking him up to rank 5 just to make him an absolute tank, but pretty sick account, my guy. Yeah, that Killmonger's sick. I would love to see that Killmonger. I wouldn't love to fight it, though. Let's see. Chicken. Your account looks like my free-to-play when it was at this current state. I literally had these two up, and then I just had random champs. That's so lucky, though. You have two of the best 6 stars, and then you have the best 7 star. Playing the game on easy mode. Side quest rewards are actually really nice. It's 30 grace crystals, 12k. Yeah, I saw it. I was going to make a video on it, but I figured it'd be kind of boring. On my account, ignore the Sinister. Got a mutant gym. I don't know. I completely skipped you, Breck. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I guess I just don't like you. Alright. He was a close... I think I was going to rank him up before Onslaught. I think he's getting ranked up before Onslaught. I like him. Did Killmonger because no one else will. I respect it. Penny, when is she going up to rank 5? That'd be sick. You already have her... Yeah, that'd be sick. And then Star-Lord. I'm a Star-Lord Glazer. Love Star-Lord, so... Good rank ups. Got a mutant gem and wanted to cry. Why would you cry? Alright, here we go. I'm about to take her up to one more rank just so I kill in one combo. Killmonger is an absolute W. That's what I'm saying. That's sick. I've never seen a Killmonger really at rank 4. Nobody really uses them anymore. And he's not that bad of a defender. Next, wanted tech gym, wanted to cry. Why do you want to tech? Oh, you wanted for Penny? Yeah. Sinister is still a sick rank up, though. You know what I really want? I really, really want like a champion that has really, really high debuff potency at this. I need a Lady Deathstrike in my life, but I don't know if I put her on the list. I don't think I did, even though she's in the new Deadpool movie. I don't think I did. The only one I didn't want was Mutant and got Mutant. That's how it is every time. The only one I really didn't want was Science, and that's what I got. Even though I love Count Nefaria. Never seen Killmonger. Period. That's funny. Earned a mastery point. Well, I'll worry about that later. The new episode of Daredevil comes out in 7 minutes. I'm so hype. I can't wait. Then Invincible. Invincible ends tomorrow. The season ends tomorrow. Are we serious, dude? How are we about to end this season tomorrow? Like, I want to watch the next 4 seasons. Might be the first Killmonger rank 5 in the world, low key. You probably are. I really wish I had a champ that I could rank up that nobody else would, but are you counting Penny, Pig, and Spider-Gwen? What do you mean? Spider-Gwen is an option? I think that's a little too far, if you consider that an option. Whatever floats your boat. I suppose. Boys, episode 4. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the boys. Good shout. The Boys is such a good show. I rewatched the first couple of episodes of season 1. It's so insane. Like, it's just stupid, but it's so good at being stupid. It is literally one of the best shows ever, and it's terrible to watch. Like, nobody should really be watching The Boys, but it's such a good show. I'm waiting for Invincible drop. I'm gonna watch the last 2 episodes together, dude. These last 3 Invincible episodes have been literally top 5 episodes each. They went on the first 3 episodes of the season, actually the first 4. The 4th episode of the season is probably one of the worst episodes of Invincible. It still was a solid episode. I don't think it was anything crazy, but like any other television show, it's one of the best. That's just how good Invincible was. But the first episode was kind of eh. Second episode was pretty good. Third episode was kind of eh. The first 3 episodes were very, very slow. I really liked the second episode, though. The 4th episode wasn't the greatest. But then 5, 6, and 7, literally some of the greatest Invincible episodes I've ever seen. That Conquest fight was amazing. Oh my gosh. Peak. Invincible's peak. It's besides Daredevil, it's the greatest thing I've ever watched. I think it tops the Batman. I think it does top the Batman. Boys is literally just crazy shit happens, even crazy. Yeah, that's how it is. But it like actually has a good story to it too. That's the crazy part. It's like they take the like. I just realized if I wanted to explore that before I have to fight all 3 in a row. Yeah, yep, you do. It's not that bad though. Also, The Boys is like the most memorable show ever. It's weird. So I'm not comparing it to Family Guy, but it's almost like the same idea. Like has Family Guy, how it's just random stuff happens. If you've ever watched Family Guy, it's just like stuff happens that you would never expect to happen. But like the story of The Boys is actually great. Like it's a very, very good story. It's not just a turn your brain off and watch. Season 1 of Invincible was pure peak. Nothing is beating it for me. 4th best show. Season 1 of Invincible is probably the greatest season of television ever. Like theoretically, it probably like statistically or whatever you want to call it is. I still think season 3 of Daredevil, the original show, is the best season of television ever. And I still probably have season 1. I don't know. Season 1 of Daredevil and season 1 of Invincible are like even to me. I think they're both like literally 10 out of 10s. Season 3 of Daredevil is like a 12 out of 10. And then season 3 of Invincible is still probably a 10 out of 10, but it's under both season 1s, if that makes sense. Family Guy is just constant dopamine. Yeah, that's how it is with The Boys. I just feel like I'm watching just random shit happen, but it's a good story. Which the story is very drug out by now. Like 5 seasons of trying to kill Homelander. We need to just go ahead and pack the dude up. But it's a very solid show. Also, are you counting Spider-Gwen, Pig, and Penny for your account? Because they are Sony, but they are confirmed to be it. So, no, I didn't really want to do other universes besides the Fantastic Four and the Deadpool and Wolverine because they were literally like MCU projects. I really only did MCU live action projects because if I would have did MCU projects, then X-Men 97 would be included and I could use literally every mutant in the game. But it's kind of only live action MCU projects, and even then there are still some champions I'm not counting. Like I want to use champions that have speaking lines and like actually impact the story. So like these three, they have speaking lines, they have some impact on the story. But like I said, Lady Deathstrike earlier, she technically is in the new Deadpool movie, but she doesn't really do anything. Same with like Toad. They don't really do anything. Same with Juggernaut, he's in the new movie. So I don't really... It's weird. If I pull them, I technically could use them, but I don't really want to, if that makes sense. They might be on the list because I might have put them on there, but I don't think I'm going to use them. I want, like, Howard the Duck, he's in the MCU, and actually, I would probably use him because he's in each Guardians movie, but still, that is pushing it. Like, he barely has any impact on the story at all. So, it's kind of just like, if I feel like it. Obviously, if I pull Iron Man, use him. He's in, like, every movie ever. I'm not going to use Doctor Doom, though, because he's not in a movie yet. Technically, he's in Fantastic Four. Spoilers. But he hasn't made an impact yet. I'm not going to use him. Plus, that's just a cop-out. If I pull Doom as my first 6-star, I'm just going through the game. And I already have the availability to pull Kate Bishop. But here we go. We should be exploring Act 1 with this. I think I'm going to go pop up with some crystals after this, too. I really just want a 4-star, just so I can have that little bit of a buff, just to move through content quicker. But here we go. Act 1, fully explored, 51 minutes in. You get hella units. What does this give you? Colossus? Can't use that. It doesn't give you a 4-star, really. I figured it'd give you a 4-star. I'd say Jugs count. He has a pretty big role in Deadpool 2. Deadpool 2 isn't part of the MCU, though. Like, Deadpool 3 is MCU. Like, they made it MCU. Like, Kevin Feige confirmed it. Deadpool 2 technically relates to the MCU, kind of like how all the Spider-Man movies are now in the MCU because they're in No Way Home. By the way, I'm going to use any iteration of Spider-Man because, you know, they're in the movies. But I don't know. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's pop open these crystals. What's the difference between these? Okay, whatever. 4-star, please. No. No 4-star. I don't think we're ever going to get a 4-star from one of these. Because why would I? Yeah. Yeah, anything Avengers related. Alright. Nexus. Don't really care. Wow. Mr. Knight, I guess I could use, but what is this? I don't want to open this. That's cool. Alright, so that gave me absolutely nothing. And that kind of sucks. Oh, 2-star Wolverine. Yay. I'm going to go ahead and rank up Chavez again, just so I can smoke through content quicker. If I can max her out, I think I'll just max her out, honestly. 2, tier 2. Do I have those? It's going to give me 1 Mystic, and it's going to make me mad. Well, well then. I guess we carry on. Act 2. I think my plan is we'll go ahead and do Act 2. And then we'll probably call it after Act 2. Maybe jump into Act 3. I don't know yet. I don't want this stream to be too long. I just kind of want to get an introduction stream out there so people know what the plan is. Oh yeah, that's much better. That's just one combo. What's your favorite show of all time? Mine's The Penguin and Ben 10 Alien Force. Daredevil. If you don't include Born Again, it's still Daredevil. If you include Born Again, it's even more Daredevil. But Daredevil is easily my favorite show of all time. Then Invincible. which is crazy. They're both going on right now. But yeah, those two are like up there, and then what would I put? It's those two. I've seen Daredevil, like the original show, probably 4 or 5 times. I've seen season 3 a lot. I just actually rewatched season 3 just because I wanted to watch more Bullseye. I love Bullseye. Um, the Penguin wasn't bad. I really liked the Penguin. Plus, it was part of the Batman universe. What other shows? I don't know. I'm kind of mind blanking right now. Like The Boys would probably be up there. I'm not gonna lie. Stranger Things is up there. I love Stranger Things. Actually, that's a good shout. Stranger Things is up there. Stranger Things is like really far up there. If you don't include season 5, it's even further up there. Season 5 just loaded it for me. But Stranger Things, like that was one of the first Netflix shows I ever watched. It was peak. Back then, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. Watching season 1, it was like 2020. Season 3 was not quite out yet, so it might have been a little bit earlier than that. It was right before season 3 came out. Oh, Bullseye. Bullseye, he's not quite as evil as the comics, but he's as psychotic as the comics. I would say watch Daredevil. It literally is the best thing ever. You gotta watch it. But he's not as like evil per se, and he's kind of weird. He's still peak. Bullseye's still peak. One of my favorite characters ever in the show. He's as psychotic. He hits a part in season 3 where he becomes even more psychotic than normal, and that's kind of how Bullseye is. He's just not as evil. Like he's not going to slime random people. Did not like Stranger Things season 5. I didn't really either. I thought it was alright. I think it was probably the worst season though. It was alright. I watched it with my girlfriend. She likes Stranger Things too. It was alright, but definitely the finale kind of lost me too. It's been going on so long. It was hard to wrap up the show. I'd say season 1 of Stranger Things is amazing. Then season 4. Then probably season 2. Then season 3. But season 2 and season 3 are close. A lot of people hate on season 2. I personally love season 2. I love all the seasons but season 5. The Flash, the CW Flash show. After I would say season 5, you should probably stop watching at season 5 because after that the show just drops off and I hated it. Season 1 through season 5 was awesome. Season 4 and 5 with the Flash aren't as good, but I would say they're still good enough to watch. But I think season 1 through season 5 of the Flash are amazing. Only ever watched season 1 of Arrow though. I never watched any more of it. I don't know why I never have. I need to go rewatch it and watch more of it. People say it's peak, but The Flash, for the longest time, was one of my favorite things ever. Reacher, it's another Prime Video show. Prime's been cooking with their shows. Reacher's awesome. If you've never watched Reacher, I would watch Reacher. He's sick. Alan Richardson, the actor that plays Reacher, is one of my favorite actors. Stranger Things up season 5 is good. Season 4 was amazing, but season 5, the power scaling, made no sense. Power scaling doesn't really bother me if it makes the story, like if the story is better because of the power scaling. But when it's just stupidity happening, like I'll give an example. Season 1 of Invincible, Omni-Man, not to spoil anything, but I'm going to spoil some stuff, even though it's been out forever. Omni-Man flies through the Thraxans planet, and like literally, it looks like milliseconds he takes, and he blows up the whole planet. That's an insane feat. One of the best feats in Invincible ever. And then when he becomes like, the seasons after, he can barely go toe-to-toe with a Viltrumite and like people that are weaker than Viltrumites. That just makes that power scaling makes no sense in theory, but the story around it is great. Like watching Omni-Man's, like it was sick to watch him. They did that just to make it a cool action shot, which is fine. But in my head, I don't think Omni-Man is as strong as he was flying through the Thraxan planet, if that made sense. I don't believe he theoretically is actually that strong. I just think they wanted the action sequences to be cool, if that makes sense. So that's where power scaling doesn't bother me. If the show makes sense around the power scaling, then yeah, go for it. Just like when Invincible is getting his butt beat all the time and then he wins at the last second, it's every now and then it's kind of repetitive, but if it's a good story and how he wins, I'm fine with it. As long as the story's good. I don't really care about the power scaling. But yeah, like Stranger Things Season 5, it was just like Nancy was shooting an AR at the big monster and the monster couldn't slime her. Also, Nancy, favorite character in Stranger Things. Nancy's the GOAT. Nancy is the GOAT. Like in the comics, he was hired to kill the Punisher, so he killed a man, kidnapped the family, pretended to be their father and husband. He does everything normal families do, and he killed because he wanted to know how Punisher felt when his family died. So, yeah, they can't really do that in live action though. That's just kind of random. Like I don't see how they would be able to incorporate something like that in a story. But I get what you mean. Story wise, I don't think they can make him that psychotic. But he does go pretty psycho. Like he is like a psychopath in season 3 of Daredevil. Yeah, I could talk about Invincible all day. Invincible's peak. I love Invincible so much. I love Daredevil. I love it all. What other shows have I watched that I like? Let's see. X-Men 97, one of the best things the MCU ever did. One of the best animated shows I've ever seen. By MCU, do you mean strictly movies or shows also? Just anything live action, kind of. Like the mainstream MCU storyline. So basically, the rules are kind of weird, but movies and shows, but they gotta be part of the universe, I guess. But I'm also using Fantastic Four. It's weird. Anything MCU. And if I pull a champion that's bordering that line, I'll talk about it, where they're at, and why I'm not going to use them, or if I use them. But, like, obviously, Chavez, she's in the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. She's the whole point of it. So, I'm going to use her. Same with Iron Man. Same with whoever else on my team. Most overrated show of all time, The Defenders, or whatever it's called. The one with Daredevil. I wouldn't say it's overrated. I think people hate on it a lot. I think there's a lot of good in it, but it's also a lot of bad. Besides when they fight, that show's terrible. Just like Iron Fist. Iron Fist was my first show that I watched of the Defender saga. I am so glad I picked up Daredevil because after watching Iron Fist, I hated it. I'm like, man, these shows suck. Then I watched first season of Jessica Jones. It was pretty alright. Never watched Luke Cage. I never really heard anything good about Luke Cage. Probably why. Then I watched Daredevil, and then it was just peak. I watched Daredevil before it was like cool to like him. I will stand on that train. Daredevil season 3 wasn't even out yet when I was watching that show. I don't believe it was. I was young. I don't know how old I was. I had to be real young. But, I mean, Daredevil was like literally one of my favorite Marvel characters after that. Before it was cool to like Daredevil, I loved Daredevil. Day one. What if they appear briefly as a cameo? Like, so I talked about Howard. It depends. Like, I'm never going to have. If I pull Howard the Duck as my first 6-star, we'll talk about it, or my first 5-star or whatever. But I'm probably never going to have a need to use Howard. The chance of that happening. But I would probably include Howard just because he does have speaking lines. He does kind of have a purpose in the movie. But like I talked about earlier, Silk is technically in Spider-Man Homecoming, or the character in the comics or whatever, I believe. But she doesn't really speak. She doesn't become Silk. None of that happens. So I'm not going to use Silk because there's a lot of MCU characters that are like that. Like in the Fantastic Four movie, Diablo's mentioned. There's a bunch of Fantastic Four villains mentioned. Psycho Man's mentioned. But Mole Man, he is part of the story. So I'm going to use Mole Man. Also, I know Fantastic Four is not part of the MCU universe, but they literally fly to the universe. So, at the end of Thunderbolts. Yeah, but it's not part of the MCU. I did not know he had his own film for the longest time. It's kind of crazy. Like, who would watch a Howard the Duck movie? Nowadays, I would, because I love Howard the Duck. I think it's cool. But back then, why were they making a Howard the Duck movie? Like, who cares about Howard the Duck? Is he that big of a comics character? 'Cause I've never heard of him until Guardians, honestly. Yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real thing, Boom Man. The cover is like him coming out of an egg, and it's like a blue background or something. I briefly hold on. I'll find it. It's weird that I remember that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yeah, 1986. That's wild. My dad was 1 year old, and Howard the Duck was coming out. They have so many movies like that, though. I never realized how many movies they made back then. What were people thinking making these movies? Who was going to watch a Howard the Duck film? Back then, at least. Nowadays, I feel like you could probably make a Howard the Duck movie and people would watch it. But who was going to watch Howard the Duck? And who has watched Howard the Duck? Anybody living that has watched Howard the Duck? Probably weird. Call him 13% on Rotten Tomatoes. Slowly making our way through Act 2. Movies for back then. I mean, they just had money to make movies. I guess. There's no way that came out in theaters. Like, I don't know. But they did give us Star Wars, which is one of the greatest movies ever. New Hope, amazing. Good movie. I watched Howard the Duck before I knew who it was. Yeah, you probably thought it was a Mickey Mouse character. Oh, cool. Not bad. I just want to click stop streaming and watch Daredevil right now. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I would at least say bye first. I do want to pull 4-star, at least. Because 4-star will be able to take me all the way through almost Act 5. What should I know for the Mystic skill boss? I thought it was a mutant. Or, what? I swear, I don't know anything. I'm pretty sure isn't it cosmic? It's cosmic in skill, isn't it? I don't know which one you're talking about. If you're talking, because they're two different ones. It's mutant and mystic, I believe, actually. And it's cosmic skill. I loved Howard the Duck when I was young. Not too many comic book movies back then. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, before the Avengers were a thing, like, the movies were a thing, the Avengers were not a popular character at all. Cosmic and mutant, it says. No way. Is it really? What? Hold on. Hold on. We're debunking this. There's no way. I swear it was cosmic and skill. No, this is getting debunked. Hold on, I'm pulling up Seaton video because he just has it easy access. Yeah, it's mutant and mystic. Guys, it literally is mutant and mystic. I knew I wasn't tripping balls. I knew I had this right. I was about to say, you guys had me tripping balls. I knew I had all these right because I know these two because I used Nefaria and Jack, and then on this one I used just Gene, and then I think I had Nico, and then this one down here I just used Serpent. You guys had me tripping. I thought I was just about to, my mind was about to be blown. But yeah, back what I was saying, the Avengers were like a D tier team. Like nobody really cared about the Avengers, maybe a C tier. Everybody cared about the Fantastic Four, the X-Men. So why were they not making movies about them back then? Like, I get they did make movies about them, but Howard the Duck, like, who in their mind knew who Howard the Duck was? No hate against Howard the Duck, but it's just weird that they would pick that over, even like the Avengers. Like, they could have made an Iron Man movie back then, because they made Fantastic Four, and they made Captain America, and they made the Hulk, so... No shot, bro. What the hell am I smoking at? I was 90% sure I was right. The only reason I know is just because I just did it recently. And I watched some videos on it. And I made some content on it. So it's just fresh in the mind. But I knew I had that right. But you were like making me second guess myself. I'm like, am I actually tripping balls? Because I have a vivid memory of each fight using each class or whatever. Bro. There we go. Alright. Phoenix. When do I get autoplay? When I get autoplay, that's going to be a banger. I'm actually going to just go through content and not complete it yet, or explore it until I get autoplay. That's how lazy I am. Oh, oops, sorry. I have a habit of just touching my stream deck, and I just got it all. I got it all set up for the stream yesterday, and I'm gonna have to stop just touching the buttons. I'm over here just playing with them all the time. I remember doing 100%, and they were what I said, but I must be on crack or some stuff because I obviously just be going crazy. Yeah, I mean, you had me thinking I was on crack. But, yeah. I knew of two, and that process of elimination meant the jump scare. My bad. I'm always touching the buttons on the stream deck, and I forgot I had them set up yesterday. So, I can boop, 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 boop. I'm going to start randomly doing that. That'd be fun. Just hit him with the... Alright, is this the last quest of Act... Whatever this act is? Act 2? I hope it is. There we go. Storm, Star-Lord. I still can't believe you said that. That's funny. You don't like my pretty face? I'm still trying to get some things lined out for the stream. I want to make the stream, like, actually fun. I don't know why the alerts won't pop up, though. And my chat doesn't pop up on screen. It's kind of weird. Took my headphones off. I look back. Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta stop messing with the stream deck. The buttons are just, like, so satisfying to push. So I always have it over here, and I'm just pushing it because I didn't have it set up for my stream. And I got them set up, and I guess I forgot. How many fights are in these paths? Holy crap. And when does one get auto fight? I'm begging for auto fight. I would pay 99 cents for auto fight. Please. Dude. Okay, cool. Masteries. Defense. No, this one. Weak. I need to get Dex unlocked. Level 25. I don't want to go that far, dude. Get that. And then we just go here. Boom. Boom. Alright. Now we got Dex. I can't believe I went that long without it. What is this? Crystal. Okay. If it's 15, I can get down with that. But 25, dude. Oh. You know what stuff I'm going to have to clear to get to 25? I don't want to do all that. It would have to be 15. 25 takes a little bit to get to. Because 25 is when you unlock your last slot, too. Or no, it's 21. What? It used to be 25. Maybe I'm tripping. Alright, but this should be the... Is this Act 2 complete? Or do I have one more quest? I might have one more quest. This might be... I don't know. I think this... I need one more quest. I don't know. We'll find out, though. Maybe this is Act 2 complete. I hope. What is this? Oh, no. One more. One more. If you get Kate Bishop as your first 4-star, you got to push Act 4 to not. Alright, deal. I'll make that bet with you. I don't know what path this is. I'll make that bet with you. Give me one champ from each class. Or today. It's 2. Oh, wow. It's 2 in the morning for you. Give me one champ for each class if I pull. I don't know. That's actually kind of... There's actually a pretty good chance I pull one of them. You know what? No, that'd be fun. I'd grind Act 4. It would take a couple more hours, but I wouldn't be able to watch Daredevil tonight because I'd probably fall asleep. Wow, I can't believe that worked. I want Gambit. I counted Gambit just because I never get to use Gambit, and he has a part in the story in the new Deadpool movie. Don't care. I'm counting Gambit. Just like I'm counting Elektra, I'm counting Blade. Even though I don't think I have Blade on that list. I was actually looking at it earlier, and I don't think I have Blade on that list. But the list is kind of just like a reference for some people that ask. I know who's in the MCU or not. What's up, Slinger? How you doing, man? Or woman? The world we never know. Also, can I get one of you to... Not all of you, because it's going to hurt my feelings. Can I get one of you to unsubscribe and resubscribe, please? I want to see if this counter works. Just unsubscribe for like a couple minutes, then resubscribe. Or I guess you don't have to resubscribe. But I want to see if this counter is working. I tried to do it last night. I didn't get it to work. But then I did it again, and it did work. So I want to see if it's working. I'm doing pretty good, Slinger. How about you? Just cruising through Act 2. It's actually my final quest in Act 2. Okay, cool. So he evades. MCU champs only. So, give or take, any champ from this list I can use. I believe there's like 150 here. There might be some exceptions or some people I won't use from this list. And I think there's 170 champions I can't use. So, about half the champions in the list. I can only use this, and I'm gonna try to hit Valiant with them. Oh, okay, true. All right, I guess you don't have to. I could probably actually. I just made a new account or a new email for this account, so I guess I theoretically could do that later. Never mind. Forget what I said earlier. You don't have to. I'll figure it out later. That's a new one I haven't seen. Very cool. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody do it. And I mean, I didn't look very hard, but I just typed it in once and I didn't see anybody. But like I said, I didn't look very hard. But I feel like it'd be pretty cool. Oop, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. All right. Kate, Werewolf, Howard, Spider-Woman, Medusa, Cyclops, Red Team. Cyclops? What a curveball. I don't even think I can use Cyclops, though. Cyclops isn't part of the MCU. Do I have him on the list? I do have him on the list. You know what? We're going to allow it. I don't know where he's at in the MCU or where I thought he was, but we're going to allow it just because he's on the list. So there's a reason he's there. I can't think of it right now, but I know there's probably somewhere. There's a reason I put him there. Why do I have Cyclops on the list? I don't know what. He's just going to be an honorary MCU member now. And it's just going to be, just from now on, if we ever bring up the MCU, we're just going to bring up Cyclops. Because I don't know why he's on the list. That's funny. Because I don't think I have the other one on the list. Well, he's an honorary MCU member. If he's my first 4-star, I'm quitting. Like, first of all, that's a 1 in 6 chance. Or well, there's a pretty low chance I pull one of the champions you mentioned. Second of all, Cyclops is terrible, so there's no way. All right, final boss of Act 2. Let's lock in. This absolutely insane Kang boss. Very difficult. So tough. Oh wow. I don't know why he's on the list. I'm going to be honest. I just made it last night, which I don't know what I'm thinking. I know I don't have the other one on there because he's down there with the updated champions. But there we go. Act 2 is done. Now, we got stuff to open. Do we pull a 4-star? Oh, we do get a 4-star. All right, here we go. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. What do you get for exploring? Oh, 4-star Nexus. It's pretty nice. All right, here we go. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? All right, we'll open up these because these are actually useful. Really, we only have the 4-star crystal. All right. Here we go. Here we go. First 4-star. 50-50 chance if it's even an MCU champ. If it's one of those champions you mentioned, that's actually kind of crazy. All right, here we go. It's a new champ. It could be Cyclops Red Team. Oh, I actually have her in the MCU champs. She's a champion. But this is one of those champions that is like on the borderline. Because she's in the Defenders show, she's in Luke Cage, she's in those Netflix shows, and I was including the Netflix characters because they're part of the MCU, but I don't know. I mean, I have her on the list. She's somewhere up here. Where's she at? I don't know where she's at, but she's somewhere on here, I believe. Maybe she's not. Maybe I just don't have her on here at all. Do I not have her on here? Oh yeah, she's down there by Gore, towards the bottom. Huh. I don't know, guys. This is one of those. This is crazy. This was the first poll. She's in the Defenders show. She's in Luke Cage. I believe that is Misty Knight that is in there. But, like, is she really? Is she really? This is kind of annoying. This is one of the first champions I pull. This is kind of like that Howard the Duck argument. Does she really count? You know what? Let me. If Google says she's in the MCU and it gives me a good reason why. Actually, hold on. We'll go. Boom. I want a fresh Google. Is Misty Knight in the MCU? Yeah, it's this chick. Guys, do we count her? I personally think we should count her. But I'm alright with not counting her because that is very, very random. I don't know. That kind of sucks. It's the first champion I pull. For now, I probably won't use her. I'll just rank up Chavez. But I don't know. That's such a weird champion to pull. Like, she technically, theoretically is part of the MCU, but like, your account though, yeah, but if we're being real here though, here, let's look at it realistically here. Oh, also, maxed out Chavez. Sick. Let's look at it realistically here. This 4-star is not going to carry me that far into the game to where I won't. It'll be my crutch champion. So, it'll just make things quicker. But also, I'm just going to use Chavez for everything. Honestly, I'm going to say yes. We can count Misty Knight. But, once again, I'm probably not going to use her that much. Let's... I'll go ahead and level her up too, actually. That's such a weird champion to pull for this. She's so close to not being a... But I kind of want to use her. I'm going to use her because I never get to use her. I'm going to use her. It's determined. Misty Knight, she's part of the team now. I want to use Misty Knight. I've never gotten to use her. So, I think it'll be fun. Plus, like I said, it's a 4-star. It's not like she's going to be a 6-star carry me through anything. Alright. Well then, guys. The Radiant Store? Really? Alright. Hold on, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. I think this is where I'm going to end day one. It was a shorter stream. I only planned for it to be a short stream here. The reason being is just because I kind of wanted to get the first stream out there. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you all for coming out and watching. Hopefully I have another stream out. Probably not on this account tomorrow, but possibly the next day. Or it'll be soon. I'll have another stream out. I'm probably going to go ahead and clear Act 2 by myself. I'm probably just going to explore Act 2 just because it's going to be boring to watch. I'll save the rewards of the 4-star to open. But yeah, then we'll jump into Act 3 and probably Act 4 in the next stream. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you all for the